Chen Yuan couldn't believe his ears. What do you mean it's him? How did that guy Lai Jiamu manage to insert himself everywhere? The room fell silent once again. Chen Yuan also realized that this situation was much more complicated, especially since this person reminded him of an old debt. Lai Jiamu had once stolen $30 billion from Yuling Shuang, and that money definitely didn't go into the Lai Shi Corporation's pocket. He secretly pocketed it himself. Even now, Ling Shuang was still upset about losing that large amount of money. That $30 billion isn't much to me, but this guy Lai Jiamu keeps provoking me. I really don't understand why he insists on causing trouble for me. Am I that handsome, or is he just jealous of me? Thinking about this, Chen Yuan shook his head, his face showing clear disdain. Having a few more Lai Shi corporations compete against me isn't impressive at all. His media company is just an entertainment company. To me, they are all small fish in the ocean. Buy or not, it only takes a flick of my hand. Looking at Chen Yuan's gentle demeanor, Yang Sison instinctively raised both hands in front. I really admire my foster father. Is this the spirit of Lim Yong Wong? Li Jiamu is such a notorious person, yet in my foster father's eyes, he is nothing. Even all of Lai Jiamu's plans are just trivial matters. Damn, it's really crazy. I used to think that the Lai Shi Corporation was a terrifying family, especially Lai Jiamu, a powerful figure in the entertainment industry that no one dared to confront. Just a word from him can determine the fate of a star or end the career of a famous director. The beautiful women and celebrities across the country are merely playthings in his bed. But now, seeing how my foster father completely dismisses Lai Jiamu, I realize that Lim Yong Wong is far more formidable. Then Yang Sison shyly replied, my foster father is truly amazing. I used to be somewhat intimidated while working because of unfortunate experiences. But with my foster father here, I feel empowered. I'm not afraid even when facing the entire Lai Shi Corporation. Lai Jiamu has sabotaged our development plans multiple times. This time, he even intends to interfere with the new film. It's time for us to counterattack. Hearing this, Chen Yuan nodded slightly. Feel free to act. When necessary, you can contact Manager Yu of the Fei Dun Corporation. She will definitely be interested in helping you. Yes, foster father. With you here, acquiring the media entertainment company will be as easy as flipping a hand. Listening to the two people discussing, Gao Quan Yin blamed herself and was once again swept away by an uncontrollable wave of emotions. Chen Yuan faced troubles because of me. If this matter got out, his reputation would be severely damaged. Xiao Yishan was famous enough as it is, but I didn't want to make him a villain in the eyes of the public. Outside, people praised him, but did anyone truly understand him? To achieve the so-called ideal image, he had to sacrifice so much. How many girls chased after him just because of this title? And then Chen Yuan could no longer get close to anyone. Honestly, Chen Yuan was willing to confront a huge conglomerate like the Lai family because of me, even getting involved in lawsuits. In that moment, Gao Quan Yin suddenly felt like the heroine of a turbulent romance movie. In front of her was Chen Yuan, a man who was both wealthy and capable. Her eyes sparkled and her heart raced as if an orchestra was playing in the background. This was the man of her dreams, the man willing to stand against the whole world for her. She just wanted to shout out that she truly was lucky. Gao Quan Yin, favorite level +1, current favorite level 98 points. After finishing his work, Yang Sison quickly bowed and withdrew, leaving private space for Chen Yuan and Gao Quan Yin. At this moment, in the quiet dressing room, Gao Quan Yin looked at Chen Yuan with teary eyes, her voice weak and choked. Chen Yuan, actually you don't deserve for him to sacrifice so much for you. Chen Yuan, hearing this, felt somewhat confused. I don't remember clearly if I did anything special. I only vaguely recall spending several $1 billion on her, but in my eyes, that isn't much. So Chen Yuan instinctively asked back, sacrifice. What have you sacrificed? At this moment, Gao Quan Yin could no longer control herself. Every word seemed to carry the weight of all the feelings she had suppressed for so long. Why not Chen Yuan? I have done too much for you. I have given you a precious jade necklace, helped you clear your name from all the scandals, and used all my connections to bring you to the famous director. I even established a media company to help you pursue your dream of becoming an actress, investing billions into film projects just for you. I have even initiated the Film City project. If it weren't for you, why would I have to face the Lai Shi group? If it weren't for you, why would I have fought with Xiao Yishan? Chen Yuan, everything I have done you know and have kept it in your heart. You know you are just one of many women in my life, but I don't care, I don't mind. Because from the very beginning, we had a clear agreement. You are just a woman I support. I am willing to be your man without you needing to take on any extra troubles. As long as you are in my heart, that's enough. Gao Kuan Yin had just finished speaking when she couldn't control her emotions and unexpectedly planted a passionate kiss on Chen Yuan's lips. Everything happened so suddenly that Chen Yuan only had time to feel the softness of Gao Kuan Yin's lips while his mind was completely unable to react. What is this? Am I being kissed against my will again? I can't believe what's happening. Are girls these days also impulsive? Do they think they can just kiss me if they like me? Chen Yuan thought to himself, a wave of dissatisfaction rising within him. But then he suddenly realized he couldn't just let it pass. If he was kissed, he should kiss back. Without hesitation, Chen Yuan immediately went on the offensive, firmly sucking on Gao Kuan Yin's lips with the sweetest spirit of reciprocation, turning this forced kiss into a mutual encounter. In Chen Yuan's mind, one phrase echoed, "If you like it, go with it." After a fierce exchange, both Chen Yuan and Gao Kuan Yin were breathless, their eyes locked on each other. They were both too flustered to say a word. Gao Kuan Yin's cheeks flushed a deep red with embarrassment as she quickly shoved the card into Chen Yuan's hand. "This is my room card. You can come by tonight just to check." Chen Yuan was about to ask which room, but Gao Kuan Yin had already covered her face, very shy, and ran out of the room. Chen Yuan stood there, staring at the room card that had just been shoved into his hand, his mind screaming, "I just got kissed unexpectedly, and now I receive a room card. Isn't that a bit too fast? What kind of chatting requires a room card? Could this be an advanced form of intimate conversation that I've never known? Is this an invitation to participate in a mixed gender couple game?" Just as Chen Yuan felt something take root and sprout from outside, the film crew began to murmur. That's right, that's exactly it. The kissing scene between Miss Gao and Lim Yong-won was indeed very harmonious. This is the kind of feeling the director needs for the film. Oh, I must admit it's very affectionate, to the point that I want to kiss too. Come on, you don't have a chance to dream about that. Dan, don't tell me I have no chance. Can I imagine a little longer? The murmuring chatter of the film crew made Yang Sison stroke his chin and thought, I already knew Miss Gao would become my foster mother. I just didn't expect a foster mother to be so rough. Around 5 p.m., social media exploded with news that Lim Yong-won decided to cover all medical expenses for Xiao Yishin. The famous star Xiao Yishin's parents announced they were withdrawing their lawsuit for unspecified reasons. However, this did nothing to quell the fury of netizens. Instead, the incident became increasingly tense, attracting thousands of shares and lively comments. It is said that Lim Yong-won agreed to pay $50 million for medical bills and emotional damages. $50 million just to hit someone? Lim Yong-won, come hit me. I'm willing to be hit. Even though Xiao Yishin is not short of money, this kind of compensation is still too good for him. Has he ever made this much in his entire acting career? Is this a money-making scheme? Claiming to be a victim, but turning around to take the money and drop the lawsuit. I agree, I've been annoyed by this kid for a long time. Support Lim Yong-won. Public opinion is getting more and more heated, and no one can ignore this shocking news. The story of compensation is not just about money, but also a severe blow to Xiao Yishin's self-esteem. Around 9 p.m., after a long day of facing endless news, Chen Yuan left his house. His destination was a luxurious hotel, where is room 8106. After wandering from the first floor to the 18th floor, Chen Yuan finally found Gao Kuan Yin's room. This is it. Chen Yuan then held up the card Gao Kuan Yin gave him to swipe, and the soft sound of the door opening echoed. But Chen Yuan felt a surge of nervousness. Before he could step inside, a delicate white hand suddenly reached out from the door and pulled Chen Yuan in suddenly. In this awkward situation, Chen Yuan's eyes widened like a startled owl. Wait a minute. What is this? Is this an action movie? Why does it feel like I'm being kidnapped? The door slammed shut behind him, and before he could catch his breath, Chen Yuan noticed Gao Kuan Yin's gaze fixed on him. Gao Kuan Yin slowly approached, each step echoing like the ticking of a countdown bomb. The surrounding space seemed to compress, getting narrower and narrower, and Chen Yuan felt like he was being pushed into a corner with no way out. Especially tonight, Gao Kuan Yin appeared in a form-fitting sheer nightgown, her curves revealing themselves like a work of art. Every movement she made seemed to raise the temperature in the air by several degrees, and all Chen Yuan could do was swallow hard and try to maintain his normal breathing. When their gazes met, Gao Kuan Yin looked at Chen Yuan with a gaze that was both gentle and challenging, as if she knew what he was thinking. And indeed, Chen Yuan was inadvertently drawn in. The longer he looked, the more he felt the excitement from that gaze, as if a current of electricity ran through him, replacing all normal feelings with a tumultuous flow of emotions. Gradually, Chen Yuan could only lose himself in it like someone enchanted and unable to escape. Gao Kuan Yin sensed that Chen Yuan's deep gaze was fixed on her. In that look was a mix of complex emotions, making her heart flutter. She also felt her face heat up. With a shy voice tinged with genuine innocence, she said, "Shen Yuan, why are you staring at me like that?" Shen Yuan gently lifted Gao Kuan Yin's face, which was like a blooming flower. Her feminine beauty excited him endlessly, making him wish to rush into her embrace right then and there. "It's just that you are too beautiful." The fire of desire within Chen Yuan was finally ignited by Gao Kuan Yin's vibrant body. Embracing her exquisite form, Chen Yuan savored her sweet and soft cherry-like lips, unable to stop. Unable to hold back any longer, Chen Yuan began to attack the swollen chest of Gao Kuan Yin. Without any dissatisfaction, Gao Kuan Yin was overwhelmed with happiness, her expression beyond description. The strange sense of pleasure was difficult to put into words, and she was so embarrassed that her skin flushed a charming pink. Her rapid breaths turned into enticing moans. Chen Yuan ripped away the thin dress like a wild beast. The two enormous fruits were immediately liberated from their playful restraint, exposed to the air. He then began to eagerly explore Gao Kuan Yin's body as if he were a thirsty man encountering a spring. Under Chen Yuan's gentle caresses, Gao Kuan Yin's body trembled in waves. Below, it had begun to grow damp, as if a sense of unease lingered, like a cold breeze whispering to Chen Yuan that things would not go smoothly. Instinctively, he began to probe. There's something I need to confirm. The strange rhythm of Chen Yuan left Gao Kuan Yin confused, prompting her to ask, "What is it, Chen Yuan?" Chen Yuan hesitated for a moment and asked a question that seemed off-topic. You're not on your period today, right?" Chen Yuan's question caught Gao Kuan Yin off guard, her cheeks flushing with embarrassment. "Huh? No, but why are you asking that?" Chen Yuan awkwardly replied, never mind. I just wanted to make sure. If not, that's good. After saying this, Chen Yuan felt as if a weight had been lifted off his chest. He added, "I can't be blamed for being suspicious. Every time I plan to do something a little morally questionable, I end up facing unexpected obstacles. This time, I wanted to make sure everything was ready." Chen Yuan continued with a cautious look. "Is there anything else?" Gao Kuan Yin hesitated, finding it hard to speak. "Chen Yuan, actually, I have something I want to discuss with you, but I'm afraid that once I say it, you will find it annoying." Upon hearing this, Chen Yuan became anxious. "Oh shit, what now?" Gao Kuan Yin continued, "I don't want to keep pretending with Xiao Yishin anymore." After saying this, Gao Kuan Yin leaned against Chen Yuan's chest, tears slowly brimming. After a moment, she suddenly burst into tears. What must endure so much resentment to cry like that? The sound of crying made Chen Yuan instinctively hug Gao Kuan Yin tightly. "It's okay, we can replace him. I was planning to change him anyway." Gao Kuan Yin bit her lip, clearly worried. "But the script is already halfway through shooting, and even if we change actors, I still have to perform with a different male actor. This stone still has many bold scenes. I'm worried that you won't be satisfied when you see those scenes. I also don't want to, and I don't dare to think about playing intense romantic scenes, kissing with someone else on screen." Seeing Gao Kuan Yin full of hesitation, Chen Yuan chuckled softly. "So that's it. It's fine. You just keep shooting. If we can't find a suitable male actor, I'll play the lead role for you. It's really not a big deal." Seeing Chen Yuan agree so easily, Gao Kuan Yin's eyes widened in surprise. "What? You want to play the lead role?" Gao Kuan Yin's eyes were gentle and sweet as she looked at Chen Yuan, filled with affection. She asked again, "Do you really agree to act in a movie for my stake?" Chen Yuan nodded sincerely, of course. Hearing this, Gao Kuan Yin felt a bit moved. For others, being an actor is a noble profession, admired by many. But for real rich people like Chen Yuan, actors are no different from puppets in their hands, not worth caring about. Yet someone of Chen Yuan's stature would humble himself to act in a movie for her. Moreover, filming is not just about performing for a few days. This script could take several months to shoot from the beginning. Wealthy people may have no shortage of money, but his time is what truly matters. This sacrifice is indeed enormous. Gao Kuan Yin felt extremely touched, waves of emotion surging and rising endlessly. Her favorite level with Chen Yuan increased to 99 points. Gao Kuan Yin's object was deeply moved by the owner's sincere actions. Favorite level increased to 99 points, reward enhancement points plus 10. Gao Kuan Yin hugged Chen Yuan, moved to the point of tears. "Chen Yuan, why are you treating me so well? I really don't deserve what you've done. I'm just a person without any talent. When you entrusted the Film City project to me, I messed everything up, almost causing the company to be attacked by spies, and I didn't even know it. I nearly caused a huge loss, and you were the one who stepped in to resolve everything." I don't have a knack for business. I'm very foolish. Even when you give me money, I don't know how to use it. Sometimes I even feel useless. Even the things I used to take pride in have regressed too much over the past year. You've done so much for me already." Chen Yuan fell silent, not knowing what to say. He gently pulled Gao Kuan Yin into his arms, stroking her face lightly. "You are mine. If I would treat you well, then who else should I treat well? Does it still hurt?" "No." Gao Kuan Yin replied, "It doesn't hurt anymore." But right after that, the system suddenly displayed a series of data. Full name: Gao Kuan Yin. Beauty score, 9.2. Peak beauty, 9.8. Peak figure, 9.8. Health, 6.8. Healthy, but showing symptoms of depression. Seeing the increasingly sorrowful gaze of Gao Kuan Yin made Chen Yuan reflect. Depressed, huh? The girl in front of me is just over 20, and yet she has already gone through so many ups and downs in life. For over a year, she has endured relentless attacks and online violence. Her spirit is under tremendous pressure, but has not completely collapsed. This proves that Gao Kuan Yin is truly very resilient. But no matter how strong she is, women are still vulnerable. Chen Yuan gently lifted Gao Kuan Yin's face and kissed her lips. She closed her eyes, awaiting the moment of happiness. In that moment, Gao Kuan Yin felt her heart extremely at peace, genuine affection rippling like waves, growing more intense. Their tongues intertwined continuously, pleasure eroding their souls, kissing and embracing each other. Chen Yuan felt as if she had fallen into a blissful space, a feeling hard to describe in words, both soft and fragrant, warm yet taut. Unable to hold back any longer, Chen Yuan slowly pushed Gao Kuan Yin down onto the bed. Gao Kuan Yin still didn't know how to display a seductive pose, but her innocent and pure gestures were even more alluring. "Chen Yuan, never leave me." Under the flickering pink lights, both individuals were drenched in sweat but filled with joy and satisfaction. The moans of Gao Kuan Yin rang out steadily, interspersed with soft, sweet yet enchanting sounds, making Chen Yuan feel as if he were listening to a symphony from a strange instrument. It was unclear how long it had been, but suddenly the sound accelerated in ecstasy, rising to a climax at the eye of the storm. Finally, everything calmed down as the storm passed, leaving behind a clear and tranquil sky. The entire space seemed to pause, no longer filled with frantic movements, yet overflowing with sweet aftertaste. Early the next morning, a series of shocking news related to Jeonbokgum Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Group emerged. According to national virology experts, these two new drugs truly represent a beacon of hope for the world. One has the ability to treat HIV, helping restore the body's immune system. The second is highly effective in treating most types of cancer. Although it is not a complete cure, it is already a medical marvel. With these inventions, the average lifespan of humanity could increase by at least 5 years. Experts predict that with these breakthrough drugs, the market value of Jeonbokgum Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Group will instantly soar, easily surpassing $1,000 billion. Chen Yuan was astonished after reading the news. He never expected that the drug he created could be so terrifying. After that, Chen Yuan looked at the bed sheets, which still had traces of plum blossom stains. He couldn't help but recall that moment. Last night was indeed wild. He never expected that after the physical enhancement from the system, he could last for 3 hours. Gao Kuan Yin was showering in the bathroom. Her legs felt like they were about to give way, and she even found it difficult to walk. But despite her physical fatigue, she felt incredibly relaxed and satisfied mentally. Gao Kuan Yin came out and suggested, "Brother, I will go to the film crew first. Please wait a moment before leaving the hotel." Chen Yuan was very bewildered by this. "Huh, why?" Gao Kuan Yin seriously explained, her tone showing genuine concern. "Chen Yuan, please don't misunderstand. Now you are a national idol with a lot of fans. If reporters catch you going out with me, it could greatly affect your reputation." After hearing this, Chen Yuan nodded. "I've dared to play the villain, so why worry about my reputation falling apart? But if there are problems, the entertainment company will get into big trouble. I also don't want to make things difficult for Gao Kuan Yin." Thinking of this, Chen Yuan inadvertently recalled her harem and immediately felt a chill. "Oh dear, if this scandal breaks out, I probably won't have time to explain. Well, it's best to listen to her and stay away from those reporters. That is the wisest decision." After that, Chen Yuan nodded in agreement. "All right, then I'll listen to you." At 9 o'clock, Gao Kuan Yin finally appeared on set. After Chen Yuan's grooming and enhancement, Gao Kuan Yin became so stunning it was hard to believe. Her exquisite aura was now magnified tenfold, looking ethereal, like a celestial being descended from the heavens. As soon as Gao Kuan Yin entered, everyone was astonished. "Sister Kuan Yin, you're here. You look even more beautiful today," one actress exclaimed in surprise. "Sister Kuan Yin, good morning." I haven't seen you for a day, and you look so radiant. Gao Kuan Yin replied in surprise. Huh, really? I haven't even put on makeup yet. The actress continued half-jokingly, laughing and complimenting her. It's true. Oh my, you look magnificent today. Your skin is so smooth, it seems like it could drip water. Maybe it's thanks to love nourishing you. Gao Kuan Yin shyly replied, Of course not, don't say silly things. But after saying that, she couldn't help but feel confused. Could it really be that intimate relationships could adjust one's complexion, help nourish the body, and make one younger and more beautiful? I should find a way to get closer to Chen Yuan. Before she could think of how to arrange things with Chen Yuan, Yang Sison stepped forward. Even though he was the one who provided Gao Kuan Yin's room number last night, Yang Sison still pretended to be calm and asked, Wow, Miss Gao seems to be in good spirits today. Has your guardian agreed to play the male lead? Gao Kuan Yin replied, Yes, he has agreed. Chen Yuan has accepted the role. Upon hearing that Chen Yuan had accepted the role, Yang Sison's eyes lit up, and he smiled broadly. Wonderful. As long as your guardian agrees to act, that's all we need. Then Yang Sison stroked his chin, calculating, so it's settled. Even if Lim Young Wong acts like a wooden statue, it doesn't matter. With my editing technology and effects, turning wood into gold is easy. If the box office revenue is dismal, I can put all the blame on Lim Young Wong and Miss Gao. After all, if the sky falls, Lim Young Wong will be there to catch it. No matter how many billions of dollars are lost, it won't be a big deal. I'll just stand back and watch everything unfold with a satisfied smile. Before long, Chen Yuan arrived at the film crew. He was munching on a fried dough stick while sipping soy milk and conveniently found a chair to sit and watch the activities on set. Then Chen Yuan began to call the system. System, please enhance my acting skills. Since the owner already possessed proficient acting skills, this enhancement did not require the consumption of skill points. Additional reminder. Each time the acting skill is enhanced, the owner will consume 1 enhancement point and receive 5 years of acting experience. Then enhance 9 points. Enhancement in progress. 9 enhancement points will grant the owner 45 years of acting experience. Since the owner is proficient in acting after this enhancement, the owner's acting experience will reach approximately 65 years. Enhancement complete. In an instant, a vast amount of knowledge about acting flooded into his mind, making Chen Yuan an actual master actor right away. Chen Yuan felt his acting skills elevated with a rich experience accumulated as if he had spent a lifetime in the profession. Chen Yuan confidently stepped into the role with an impeccable demeanor. Damn, it feels like this skill is nothing short of a secret technique for those who are good at flirting. It's really powerful when it comes to winning over women. Just then, Yang Sison came over and handed the script to Chen Yuan. Godfather, why don't you audition first? Here is the script. I will explain the content to you later. Can you take an hour to memorize the lines? As Chen Yuan picked up the script and read it, his expression immediately turned sour. The script was just 1 page with fewer than 50 lines, but he was asking me to spend a whole hour memorizing it. Who does he think I am that I need a whole hour to remember this? After that, Chen Yuan sat cross-legged and confidently replied, Why do I need an hour? Do you think little of me? I've memorized it all. Yang Sison forced a smile, unable to believe his ears. You've memorized it all? So fast. Chen Yuan rolled the script up, gave it a slap, and his attitude became increasingly arrogant. Not only have I memorized it, but I also want to revise the script. This part is too dull, and the dialogue is shallow with no depth at all. Bring me a pen, I need to make some changes. As a professional director, the biggest taboo is having others doubt the quality of the script. Changing the script without permission not only disrespects the screenwriter, but also the director. However, in the face of such unreasonable demands, Yang Sison could only silently smile bitterly, no matter how dissatisfied he was. I'm done, my biggest fear has finally come true. He just said 1 line and wants to change the script. Is it really that a professional screenwriter wrote it so poorly that the actor has to make corrections? But Chen Yuan is not an ordinary person. He is the boss of this place, the one who invested money in this film. Who dares to go against the boss? So in response to such a challenging request, Yang Sison practically offered his heart and lungs, saying, Yes, adoptive father, here is the pen, you write it yourself. Saying that, Yang Sison sighed with worry, hoping he wouldn't make too many changes. If not, would this film still be able to shoot? Chen Yuan picked up the pen and immediately began to revise without hesitation. After 10 minutes, the script had almost completely changed. I'm done. Yang Sison felt extremely worried upon hearing this, but when he looked at the new script, he couldn't help but be stunned. This script, oh my god, is it really this amazing after being revised? With just a few adjustments, the entire film has been elevated to a new level, making me feel as if I've just been enlightened. The more I read it, the more the dialogue seems to have depth. The actors can express their emotions more powerfully with multiple layers of meaning. The water from upstream cascades down the waterfall, breaking through mountains and roaring throughout the sky. Not only that, but Chen Yuan also meticulously refined the details of the setting, atmosphere, and screen language. He grasped the script with a nuance that even Yang Sison, in his role as a director, found admirable. The revision of this script is anything but arbitrary. His talent far surpasses mine. After that, Yang Sison couldn't contain his curiosity and asked, "Foster father, this script revision is truly excellent. What did you actually study? Was it literature?" Chen Yuan quickly replied, "Yes, that's right, I majored in literature." Hearing this, Yang Sison's face lit up with joy. "Oh, so that's the case. No wonder the revisions are so good. Truly a professional. But how things will turn out in practice will have to wait until we film. Foster father, don't worry about the dialogue. We have a teleprompter. The important thing is to master the script's content and coordinate the eyes and actions well with Miss Gao. Don't over-exaggerate the emotions. Even professional actors can sometimes go overboard, which can easily create awkwardness. Naturalness is the key." Yang Sison kept rambling so much that Chen Yuan was getting annoyed. In the end, Chen Yuan had to wave him off confidently, saying, "We don't need so many words. Just start filming. I don't need a teleprompter or any sound mixing. Let's film directly with my real voice. The teleprompter only distracts me." Yang Sison felt his scalp tingle. The entire film crew, from lighting to photography to props, were all anxious and tense. "We're really filming now." Yang Sison returned to his directing seat, anxious but trying to stay calm. "It's not that I don't trust him, but the confidence of a newbie just starting out is hard to coordinate. Plus, he's directing industry professionals. How can everyone not be worried? Well, if The Godfather is going to be this determined, let's consider it a trial run to see how he performs." Previously, Xiao Yishin had overacted in this scene, and Miss Gao had to shoot the scene with Xiao Yishin more than 30 times, reshooting for 2 days until it was somewhat acceptable. Hopefully, The Godfather won't go down that path. Very quickly, the lights and props were set up. The photographer also took their position. 3, 2, 1, action. As the camera started rolling, Chen Yuan's gaze immediately changed. He became extremely cold and sharp. This scene was a fierce argument between the male lead and the female lead, but the tension from Chen Yuan carried many layers of different emotions. Even Gao Quan Yin, who had performed this scene dozens of times, knowing every line and movement by heart, was completely swept up in the powerful aura of Chen Yuan, becoming someone who followed his rhythm. Brother. What seemed like a stroke of luck turned out to be an explosion of everything from his gaze, expression, lines, to the emotions that Chen Yuan conveyed in a natural and authentic way in the subsequent scenes. Gao Quan Yin was somewhat incredulous. What is this? What is this overwhelming pressure? I've never felt this way even when facing seasoned actors. This was originally the first time Chen Yuan was trying this scene, and I was worried that he might not have memorized his lines or would not be able to keep up with my tempo. But now Chen Yuan completely took control of the situation, confidently managing the pace of the shoot. His brilliance could not be overshadowed. He was like a black hole pulling me in, devouring everything. It was truly terrifying. Yang Sison sat outside watching, his gaze fixed on Gao Quan Yin, who was frozen, unable to suppress his frown. What's going on? Miss Gao forgot her lines. He glanced at Chen Yuan, seeing the boy exuding an incredibly cool aura. Every glance and gesture seemed ready to devour the opponent alive. Yang Sison swallowed hard, beads of sweat forming on his forehead. Oh my goodness, this is the first time I've seen her so mesmerized. Could it be that she has been drained of energy by the male god Chen Yuan? If she doesn't wake up soon, she might be completely consumed. Gao Quan Yin tried to maintain an awkward smile, but couldn't hide her embarrassment. I'm sorry, Director Yang, I forgot my lines. Yang Sison cleared his throat softly, his demeanor calm, as if nothing serious had happened. He slowly raised his hand to signal for a cut, but then his gaze showed a hint of surprise. Oh my goodness, for the first time, Miss Gao is unable to keep her composure and forgets her lines in front of so many people. But with heaven here, I can't dare scold her, and I can't be too strict with her adoptive father around. While Xiao Hong was applying makeup for the next scene, Gao Quan Yin spoke with evident admiration. Chen Yuan, is this really your first time acting? It's amazing. I didn't expect the filming to go so smoothly today. Chen Yuan smiled slightly but did not show too much enthusiasm, casually replying, maybe it's just talent. Quickly, the prop lights were turned on, creating a vibrant cinematic atmosphere. The camera began to glide gently, with the photographer carefully adjusting the angle. 3, 2, 1, action. The scene remained a conflict between the male and female leads. Chen Yuan immediately changed his expression, his face cold and determined. Each line of dialogue struck like hammers against the heart, echoing the relentless dramatic flow. What do you really want to say? Gao Kuan Yin's gaze was sharp, her lips trembling, filled with both anger and deep hurt. What do you want me to say? You completely don't understand me. Yang Sison stood behind the camera, his eyes glued to the monitor. The performance between Gao Kuan Yin and Chen Yuan was unfolding perfectly before him, both technically and emotionally. The more he watched, the faster Yang Sison's heart raced. He couldn't believe that Chen Yuan, who he had worried would ruin the rhythm of the scene, was now masterfully guiding all the emotions. The pressure from his performance even made Gao Kuan Yin follow each breath. Chen Yuan's acting has surpassed that of a seasoned actor. What is even more impressive is that he knows how to use lighting to elevate his performance. Every reaction, every small expression from his co-actor is captured and responded to by him. All actions seem to occur naturally. What stands out the most is that Chen Yuan can memorize lines in just a few minutes. Not only does he remember quickly, but he also has a profound understanding of his character. He is indeed born to be an actor. Some people are simply born to be actors. In real life, no one knows their true face. The way Chen Yuan acts so naturally proves that he has performed countless times in life. That strong aura makes it impossible for anyone to guess what Chen Yuan is really like. Clearly, he is an extremely profound person. Indeed, without a deep level of calculation, how could he control numerous financial groups according to his will and execute such large commercial strategies? The decision to change the cast is a wise one. Xiao Yishan cannot compare to Chen Yuan. This comparison only exposes the vast gap to the point where Xiao Yishan may not even be worthy of holding Chen Yuan's shoes. The more Yang Sison watched, the more he felt this was no longer just a scene but a vivid reality. In fact, when the scene ended, Yang Sison even forgot to call cut. Chen Yuan has to call it. We finished shooting. Director Yang, this scene is over. Cut it. Yang Sison was pulled back to reality, his mind still hazy. Cut. Then, Yang Sison looked at Chen Yuan again, a wave of joy rising in his heart, filled with admiration and excitement. I really struck gold. In such a difficult scene, Chen Yuan showed no signs of acting. The character he portrayed became clearer and clearer. This is not just mere satisfaction. It surpasses expectations. Luckily, he doesn't have a passion for acting but only enjoys making money. Otherwise, the entire film industry would be turned upside down. After the following takes, everyone in the film crew began to look at Chen Yuan differently. Previously, scenes that others had to shoot 10 times before succeeding, Chen Yuan could complete in just one take. Cut. Done in one take. Not only that, Chen Yuan's speed in memorizing lines left the entire crew in awe. Moreover, his understanding and portrayal of the character were incredibly unique. In some scenes, he even made adjustments like a director. He grasped every filming process and every position with incredible accuracy. Cut. Perfect. Done in one take. And of course, with Chen Yuan participating, the crew's daily filming progress was nearly equal to a whole month of work from Xiao Yishan. Every problem that reached Chen Yuan was resolved swiftly. Cut. Next scene. Cut. Continue. Cut. Too perfect. As soon as the filming ended, the crew chatted excitedly, their words filled with admiration. Chen Yuan is truly amazing. That's right. Is there any need to say more? Especially his speed in memorizing lines. While others take a whole day to learn them, Chen Yuan just needs to glance at them once to remember instantly. No kidding today, director Yang filmed over 600 scenes in one go. The post-production team must be exhausted. Ha ha ha. Initially, the film was scheduled to be released during the Lunar New Year, and it seems like it will be completed ahead of schedule in just half a month. Exactly, Chen Yuan. His success is definitely not coincidental. On the surface, he seems indifferent, but everything he does reaches perfection. Even acting, which is not his main profession, he does so well, it's hard to believe. Are you joking? How much can an actor earn? Even if he's a superstar, earning a few $1 billion is already a lot. Just look, Chen Yuan can earn hundreds of billions of dollars from a single project. Acting for him is just a game. Seeing someone lagging behind, a curious member asked, "Hey, why are you just standing there? Stomach ache?" The young man grimaced, tears in his eyes, lamenting, "Damn, I'm the one working in post-production. Tonight I'll probably have to stay up all night working overtime to edit the film. Oh my gosh, why is my luck so bad?"